How's it going, guys? Panther Films, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 2 of The Mandalorian. This episode is titled The Mines of Mandalore. But yeah, last episode was a pretty standard first episode of the season. We got to see Grogu and Din, we got Grief, we got some pirates, which will probably come back later on in the season. And of course, we got a Purgle whale, which I didn't even talk about in my review for last episode. That's big, because that's connected to like Ezra and shit, right, with Thrawn. So maybe it's like a little tease. Probably not, but one can hope. We also had the armor and a bunch of other Mandalorians at the beginning of last episode, and a giant crocodile ate a few of them until Din came in with Grogu, shot the beast until its guts exploded outwards. But yeah, basically the armor just kind of gives us a recap of what happened in Book of Boba Fett. Din needs to atone for taking off his helmet, and now he needs to go to Mandalore, which, based off the episode title, it's more than likely going to happen this episode. And then at the end of the episode, we had Bo-Katan and Din reunite, which honestly went better than I expected. I was expecting a lot of tension and a lot of like aggression coming from Bo-Katan, but that really wasn't the case. I was just expecting a lot more aggression from her, considering how Season 2 ended with her not getting the Darksaber, which is what she wanted, and Din getting it. So maybe that'll be an ongoing thing throughout the season, though. Like, she'll probably come back and try to take the Darksaber from him. Who knows, though. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty good first episode. It wasn't anything insane. It wasn't anything terrible. It did its job. And obviously, that's how Mandalorian starts. Like, it starts off a little slow and then picks up in, like, the middle and then goes insane towards the end. But yeah, that about sums it up. So let's stop doolollying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
She once laid claim to rule Mandalore based purely on blood and the sword you now possess.
I kind of hate that they're recapping like Book of Boba Fett. I have a feeling a lot of people haven't even seen that. Oh. Tatooine racing. That's what the speed is in Book of Boba Fett should have been.
Fine, I'll push it back out in the street. You heard him.
Hey, here she is. She's back.
Let's say 2 months.
2 months.
Should charge you more, considering now I gotta work room to ease. Yeah, me. Hey,
He's gone.
tell the Jawas the Rodian left. Go, 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 go!
Wait, what are they doing?
You're lucky I'm a softie.
Hey.
You hear that?
I love how she's missing a tooth because of Book of Boba Fett.
There he is!
What?
Was that his
What?
first word? Did you hear that? He said Pelly.
No, he didn't. He said booger.
Memory circuit.
She does all that just to say memory circuit.
I'm going to Mandalore.
Oh,
I need a droid that can explore.
about time.
Get right back here, scaredy droid. This R5 astromech is built for adventure.
It's falling apart, and besides,
He's quivering in
I got
his
no
boots.
room for it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you this for half the price and throw in a free oil bath.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
You're an astromech. Act like one.
Yeah, but he's not used to this. This isn't going to go well, is it? They're going to end up crashing on some random planet. Finally get to see Mandalore in The Mandalorian. Ah, there it is.
It's Mandalore, the homeworld of our people. I've never been there either. I grew up there, on that moon.
Grogu's speaking more so far. God damn.
It's like the fusion bombs from the Purge disrupted the magnetic field around the planet. We're completely cut off from the rest of the galaxy.
That's scary. Such a shame, dude. We'll never get to see Mandalore the way it was in like Clone Wars and stuff.
There wasn't a question.
What's he gonna do?
Readings to make sure it's safe.
He's gonna get eaten by something.
Don't be a baby.
I thought he was gonna say don't be a bitch then. He's gonna get hit by lightning, and where's he going? He's gonna vanish.
I'll pressurize my helmet. Seal yourself in your pod.
That's interesting that you can pressurize his helmet. Wait, what's gonna happen to Din now? Is it gonna be like a Grogu episode? We're just gonna find R5's head Or he went into the mines. So the signal kind of disappeared. Ooh. Oh. Is that what I think it is? Oh. What the fuck? Who are these? Hey. It's too heavy. He's still not used to it. It's still too heavy. He's getting his ass handed to him. Damn. What? R5, you're fine. What are you doing?
You got an analysis on the atmosphere yet? The atmosphere is breathable.
No shit.
Mandalore is not cursed.
This guy's little pod. Where does he put that pod? There's no way that fits in the ship. Is R5 staying behind? Why do I have a feeling R5's going to lead them on the planet?
I guess we're on our own from here.
He says that every time. What's down here? There's got to be some deformed creature. Yeah, there's one. Surely the explosions on the surface have caused like stuff underneath the surface to awaken. Right? But granted, that was years ago. Was that a raptor from Jurassic Park at first? It sounded like it went, oh. Oh. Nice little transition there. Bones? Like a hideout, maybe? Huh. Oh. It's a helmet. What the fuck? What is that? Ew. I assume they're one of like the miners, maybe. Why did Grogu leave the pod behind? What? But why? That's creepy. Oh, what an interesting design. Have we seen them before? Great, he's took the Darksaber. Just use the Force, Grogu. You put a Vancor to sleep. The way he moves. Look at it. Is that going to be enough?
Get to Bo-Katan.
How's he going to get to Bo-Katan? Oh. Pulling off some Yoda shit. Look at the ears flapping. Oh, what is that? Oof. This is an episode that follows Grogu. Oh, great. Yeah. Wait, what about the pod? Oh. That thing followed them all the way there? Why the hell's he back?
Let's get rid of him once and for all.
What? You gonna kill him?
Maybe I didn't make myself.
I mean, you clearly can't see him.
What happened to him?
He's been captured on Mandalore. Is she happy about that? Oh, that ship. Why does that look like Maul's ship? Kind of. It's maybe like the middle part of it. Hey, it's probably the first time seeing Mandalore in a what? Ooh, that shot. Jesus. That's a city, right? Looks like it.
I'm gonna need you to guide me to him. Can you do that?
Yeah, more or less. What the fuck is R5 doing? What is he doing? He's gonna leave. Interesting that R5 managed to get that exact shot.
This was once a beautiful civilization.
Kind of.
My family ruled it all. Now it's a tomb.
But maybe one day it can thrive again.
I know that you're frightened, but I need you to guide me to him.
Wonder why she's helping him though. Like it seems like she wanted to kill him.
I don't know what they taught you about us, but there was a time we actually got along quite well.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars. Obi-Wan. Ahsoka. Jump scare. No. How did she miss? What? Oh, she hit them, but their skin's just tough. Ooh! Why can't Din have the shield?
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Dad. Oh. The eye's just disturbing. How's she missing? You've got to use it. Ooh. I mean, she can use it better than Din. Because she's used it before. Really? That easy? That was easy as fuck.
I'm gonna get you out of here, right?
Oh, great. The head survives.
Behind you.
Whoa! What is this thing? I mean, whatever it is, it sucked. How the fuck didn't get captured by it?
How did you find me?
Grogu.
You're a kid.
Mandalore is not cursed.
Was I?
I mean,
Look around.
there's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
Well, so in a way it is kind of cursed.
You've never eaten pog soup.
No.
Can you appreciate the irony?
I must continue to the Mines of Mandalore so that I may be redeemed.
There's nothing magic about the waters.
No, there definitely is.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. The creed is how we survived.
I will take you.
Why? That's a weird change of pace. Like, she was totally against it a minute ago. I guess she just understands that you need to believe in something, right?
The Empire set out to punish us. To wipe away our memory. We had no hope to resist being smashed by the fist of the Empire. The entrance to the Mines of Mandalore.
Roll credits. So is he gonna atone already?
The living waters are in the chambers below.
Have you been there?
Yes.
When I was a child. Here you go. The living waters.
That's sarcasm. The living waters, we're here.
According to ancient folklore, the mines were once a mythosaur lair. It is from these legends that the skull signet was adopted and became the symbol of our planet.
I thought he was taking his helmet off. Already? Fucking episode 2. What if there's a mythosaur in there? I mean, he'd be dead, right?
And the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
Whoa! He's just being fucked up every minute of this episode. What pulled him down? What's down here? Someone's down here. That's a mythosaur. Holy shit. Now she believes in it. What the fuck? I wonder what that means. Does that mean... Like, where's that been? And it was massive. Does that mean... Din's gonna ride a mythosaur? That'd be some shit. Also, Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder are the guys in the suit, in the Mandalorian suit. Pedro's probably barely in the suit, to be honest. Especially with him filming Last of Us. We got to see a mythosaur. Isn't that like the first time we've seen one in live action, or ever? In any kind of media? What does it mean? Like, is there a reason it woke up? Is that what pulled Din down? Because nothing else was around Din, other than the mythosaur. So does that mean, like, Din's worthy of being, like, the new ruler of Mandalore? Or is Bo-Katan worthy? But she's been in the waters before, and she didn't see the mythosaur. But Din didn't see the mythosaur either, because he was passed out. It's fucking massive, though. It's basically Godzilla. I wonder if Din's gonna ride it. I mean, there's no way he could. How would he even utilise it? They can't go to other planets with that fucking behemoth. I wonder if that's the same mythosaur that Bo-Katan was talking about when she was reading off, like, the history of Mandalore. That's big. I mean, it is big, literally, but it's also big for, like, Star Wars, because it's like... You know, I think they were supposed to be extinct, right? From my knowledge of Mandalore. Also, what the fuck was that thing that captured Din? What was it? We've not seen that before, right? I don't remember it. And the eye, that was just, ugh. Ugh. It's also cool to see how Bo-Katan uses the Darksaber. Because she's used it before, she used it in Rebels and stuff. But Din can't even lift it up because he's not mastered it yet. He's not bonded with it. Because you've got to, like, connect with the blade. And then you can use it. Does that mean it's Bo-Katan's, though? Because Din lost against that creature thing. He was captured by the creature, he was defeated, and then Bo-Katan defeated the creature, but she defeated it with the Darksaber, so maybe there's some kind of rule there that she doesn't actually earn the Darksaber yet. Because it has to be... You have to beat someone who's using the Darksaber, right? That's the rule. So I guess it'd just go back to Din, because it's like... That, like, robot thing didn't use the Darksaber against Bo-Katan. It's interesting, though, because now, like, Bo-Katan's going to start believing in the traditions of Mandalore and following Din. But maybe the reason the Mythosaur woke up is because of both Bo-Katan and Din. Maybe they're the true leaders of Mandalore together. I said it, like, maybe Mandalore can thrive again. With Din it could. And Grogu. Maybe Grogu can use the Force to bring the planet back to life. I don't think that's how the Force works, but one can hope. I'm still trying to figure out the general idea of this season. And I think, from what we've got this episode, is to bring back the Mandalorian Creed and stop this Mandalorian versus Mandalorian nonsense that's been happening, as Bo-Katan said. I think we're going to be solely focused on the ruler of Mandalore. That's like the only thing I can see them doing this season, which is fine. You know, we don't need to build on the stuff that we built last season and season 1 because that was like its own era. Now we're in like a new era of Mandalorian where it's focused on the Mandalore side of things, which gets me excited because Mandalore is a very cool planet, and seeing the Mythosaur for the first time, it feels like, it's pretty fucking good. It's interesting that Bo-Katan kind of like smiled as Din was going into the waters. Like she was somewhat happy for him. Like he truly believes in this. And that's fine. You know, like that's kind of the energy it gave off. But we've seen the Mythosaur, it's 100% changed her opinion about the Creed. She's fully believing in it now, 100%. And I think Din and her are going to work together to bring the Creed and the Mandalorians back. To me, that seems like where we're going. It was cool seeing like some of the locations from Clone Wars in live action, even though it was from a distance. It just sucks, man, because Mandalore was such a cool planet in Clone Wars, and now it's been fucking shit on. I said it last episode, I was kind of hoping they'd go through the throne room, but maybe next episode we can get that, because they're still on Mandalore, right? I wonder what they're going to do next episode. Like, do you think they're going to try and get the Mythosaur out and free it? Or do you think, like, Din's not going to believe Bo-Katan that she saw the Mythosaur? Like, you saw one? I don't believe you. Oh, that better not happen. Hopefully he saw it, but it didn't seem like he did. What pulled him down, though? Was it the Mythosaur? Something pulled him down. Did the ground collapse and he just fell down? But, like, even then he should have been able to swim. I guess the Beskar armor would have been pretty heavy, though. Like, he was barely in the water to be pulled down that far. Like, he went down far. But it's interesting that he went down just enough for the Mythosaur to be seen. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the Mythosaur showed itself because of Din. Did the Mythosaur, like, take Din down? Like, did it use some kind of powers to pull him down? Or is Din such a clumsy motherfucker that he probably just took a wrong step and then just sank? And then by luck, a Mythosaur was down there. Yeah, overall solid episode. Seeing Mandalore was great, even though it's basically rubble at this point. And of course, the Mythosaur. Bo-Katan helping out Din. She used the Darksaber. Also, Grogu learning from Din and going to Bo-Katan, which is great. And of course, at the beginning of the episode, seeing Peli and Tatooine, which is always cool to see. Now, last episode, I did say that I didn't want the focus to be on Grogu, because obviously the first 2 seasons were focused on that, and like Din and Grogu's bond, and they became basically father and son. But with this, now we get to see Grogu come into his own and be his own character instead of just being this kid that Din needs to protect. And if they nail it, it could work. So hopefully that's what they're going for this season, but at the same time still having the main focus be the Mandalore side of things. I think it might be fine. We'll see though. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums up the shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.